What's up, survivors? I'm Alex, the 7-Day Survivor, and today we are playing Night of the Dead. And I am going to show you how to build this behemoth that I designed right here behind me. Vehicles are a pretty recent addition to the stable release. I am on version 2.0.4.6 at the time of this recording. So if any major changes to the game come out after this video does, I'll post an update. Now, before we start talking about the build, I know you are dying to ask, how does it drive? Well, buckle up and check this out.
I'm taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the noose off. And you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
You are not as tough as
I'm back, you know that I never left. I got tracks and some music that you never guess. I don't slack, don't lose, learn your lesson yet. When I get to choose what I do, I'm like a weapon. I'm not sharp as many, but got heart. I'm ready to change scars to envy, to win large and plenty. I like to play fast, never change back. Calling out, I'll pay back, cause I'm great at that. Oh, you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
you are not as tough as
Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots, who are not as tough as me. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots, who are not as tough as me.
Alright, so here we are outside the mansion. And I wanted to take this apart and show you guys how I put it together. So let's do that. Okay, as you can see from here, this back piece of the frame was supporting the miniguns on top of a half wall with another triangle piece sticking out from those half walls. I like using the triangle pieces in the back. Keeps the back end a little more consolidated, condensed. It doesn't get hung up on as many things. Alright, so I'm sure most of you can figure out by now that the entire frame is attached to these stairs in the front, attached to this half wall at the very top. And we'll get there. But let's go ahead and take this apart and I'll show you how I constructed it. So one of the tricks that I learned when doing this is that using the snapping doesn't necessarily give you the angle that you're looking for. But if you use the fine-tune rotation angle and find that sweet spot at the bottom of the stairs, gives you a lot more options on the angles. Where was it? Right there. So doing something like that might give you the look more that you're looking for. Now, for the sides, I did use the snapping. Keep them nice and flush against the vehicle. So another tip that I can give you is when you're parking your vehicle, try to get it as nice and level as you can, especially when building out the frame. Now, this by itself is good enough to fit a solar panel onto, and it will snap. Or, excuse me, don't use the snapping. You gotta guide it on there. But you can make it fit onto those beams. But you won't be able to get it very close to the vehicle. So instead, what I did is I laid half beams on top and positioned my solar panel with those. And in doing that, I can bring them quite a bit closer to the vehicle. It's right about there. I can just snap the other one to it, like so. That's a little off from where I had it, but you get the idea anyway. So that's how I fit the solar panels on. Continuing on with deconstruction. Now to get the build right, it's going to take quite a bit of trial and error, or at least it did for me. And by that I mean positioning these very front pieces. Which, please don't destroy the vehicle. Go.
Yes.
As you can see here, I just had the batteries kind of tucked in at an angle alongside the main leg there from the cannon. And they fit nicely. If you don't want this much storage on yours, you don't have to. You could put more batteries if you need to. I've found that these 4 batteries and the 4 solar panels, more than enough to run the miniguns and cannons the way that I had it set up all day long. These batteries won't drain out. Alright, so when you're building this, this first half wall is the most crucial piece to get aligned. So turn the snapping off And what I did is I tried to line it up as perfect as I can. Down one snap. Can't go down more than one, just so. I tried. Yeah, that looks good. Right there, right? And I can't tell if it looks a little crooked or not, honestly, but we'll try it for now. And this is where the trial and error part comes in. Because now we want to try and line the stairs up with the wall. And you'll be able to snap or attach it that way. Now, what I'm trying to do, what I try to do when I'm doing this, is I try to keep the bottom of the stairs as close to the angle here, the bottom angle on the front, and that will help keep things, keep you from getting hung up on too many things while you're driving. That wall is a little bit crooked, but again, I think you guys get the idea. And then from here, whoops, backed out too far. From here, you can just attach your beams to the bottom of the stairs here. Sometimes it might even let me make a front bumper. Probably not. No. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. It just depends on how close you get to the front end of the vehicle. But it will let me build off the angle in the front here. That screamer's gonna annoy me. And really, we're just gonna go for like a pretty sharp angle. You can use two half beams as well. That's what I used. Alright, problem solved. Again, so you could use two half beams, like I did in my original design. Where it kind of comes out like that. I curved in it a little bit more. And it's really just a matter of trying to get everything lined up with everything else. So that's an option you can do. Or the straight beam here. For that front grille, I just, of course, used a, triangle wall like that. And for the spikes on the front, of course, that is the barbed fence spike trap. Now, I know some of you will have noticed that the angle in the original is not the same. And the secret to that is I just used a hill. Just parked it face up on a hill and kind of, built from there. So yeah, that's definitely a trick to use. I wanna play around with it a little bit more. I want to see if I can't, get these pieces on a little bit of an angle that would look good, and different things like that. But yeah, That's the basics for the front and frame. Let's get these spikes out of the way so I can climb up top. Nope, not that. There we go. Now, for placing the cannon, I really hope these boxes aren't going to be in my way. Right here. The mortar. Oof. Whoops, whoops, whoops. They are going to be in my way, of course. So, the boxes I put in last, so I'm going to have to take these out. Because these also were fitted around the mortar's leg. Alright, that should be good. So, I find it's easiest to crouch when placing the mortar. It's just easier to line up. Come on. You fit in there just a second ago. So I am, yes, kind of, oh, there we go. So I could push it all the way up to there. And it's going to stick out the front, which honestly, I think kind of looks cool when it's all done. You might not like it. There is room to move it backward some if you wanted to, but just keep in mind you don't want too much sticking out the back end, or it'll catch on, you know, fire hydrants and guardrails and things like that. But there you have it, folks. That is the basics. If you have any questions or anything else you need me to explain in more detail, feel free to leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.